Sattaur, who was sent on a lengthy leave that looked more like a sabbatical, reportedly had admitted to the board that he had breached his oath of office. Chairman of the Guyana Revenue Authority, Jerry Boardra Lucas, said that the board learned that approximately 1 month before the May 2015 general elections, Sattaur divulged sensitive information of a Guyanese taxpayer to a person who was not authorized to receive that information.
The board also concluded that the transaction had no benefit to the people of Guyana and only for Mr. Sattaur himself.
Additionally, Sattaur reportedly exercised the option of voluntary retirement on the last day of October 2011. As a consequence of that decision, he began receiving a pension for the last 4 years. The chairman of the board explained that on confirmation of that information, the board sought to ascertain the basis on which Sattaur was able to continue serving in the establishment as Commissioner General.
Our legal team has advised that Mr. Sattaur's continued service following his retirement in October 2011 could have been possible on the basis of a contract agreed upon between Mr. Sattaur and the governing board and supported by the Minister of Finance. However, while we could not find any evidence of that contract, there is evidence that Mr. Sattaur did undertake tasks consistent with the position of Commissioner General, and our legal division has advised there was an implied contract.
The board has also found another matter of concern. That is, just 1 week ago it discovered that shortly before the elections last year, Sattaur, though retired only 4 years at the time, effected the backdating to 2007 to mark his participation in the GRA pension program, which cost the government in excess of $12 million for Sattaur's benefit.
Our Legal Services Division was asked to examine this action and could provide us with no rational or supportive legal basis for what appears prima facie a highly irregular course of action that created the misleading impression also that he was retained on the permanent establishment and that he was not on contract.
The GRA board is presently examining its options in this particular matter, but it is not ruling out bringing criminal charges against the former GRA boss. Then there is another issue pertaining to vehicles.
Apart from the 6 vehicles that we told you about, Mr. Sattaur informed the board during the course of last week of 2 other vehicles, one of which he claims was gifted to the Guyana Revenue Authority. At first, Mr. Sattaur claimed that he could not recall who gave the GRA the vehicle as a gift. He eventually provided some helpful information. However, we are still investigating how 2 vehicles of the Guyana Revenue Authority, the supposedly gifted one and another vehicle of the GRA, ended up using the same number plate at the same time. Further, Mr. Sattaur has failed to disclose to the board that there is another vehicle which is registered to the GRA but is being driven by someone who is not authorized to possess or drive a vehicle so registered.
Mr. Sattaur disclosed that he had a safe at his residence. That safe should have been under the control of the head of the Information and Technology Division. The safe is normally used to store confidential taxpayer data. The explanation offered was that it was there at his home because his son was employed with the GRA as an IT operative. The GRA board maintains that all of the decisions taken so far is geared at making the organization better. Sattaur in a statement had indicated that he was given all assurances from both the Ministry of the Presidency and the Minister of Public Security regarding his continued service with the GRA. He noted that he served his country well with dedication. The governing board of the Guyana Revenue Authority is keen on ensuring that Mr. Sattaur receive all of his benefits, more so that his constitutional right is upheld. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News, Cam Street, Georgetown.